What is going on, everybody? This is EK1 Gaming here, and in today's video we're going to be taking or answering a question of a lot of people have asked me this. What do I think for the Division's future? Does the Division have a future? Especially when it comes to Division 2, what's happening with Division 2? And of course, there's been a few videos or a few messages been put out there, which I'll show you in a little while, about sort of financial situations with the Division. And what do I think of the Division's future, or the Division 2's future as well? So before I get into the video, hit that like button, subscribe button, and hit the little notification bell to be notified every time we go live or upload a video. And leave me a comment in the comment section below, letting me know how you feel about the Division's future, especially when it comes to Division 2. Is there going to be more content after Skyscraper, etc.? Now let's get straight into the video. So I think what kind of started the whole conversation up about the Division's future is DA put a message out on his YouTube. I'll link his YouTube in the description section. He's a good content creator and he's very good at Division news. Now he put out this message on his community section of his YouTube channel, and basically, to cut it short, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but basically the Division 2 is like not making much money for Ubisoft, so it's kind of an issue. Now, reading through it all, okay, it says basically the games that are doing okay, and obviously they're putting money into 3 other games, which is going to be fine, you know, and hopefully that kind of boosts them up. So it'll be like Rainbow Six Quarantine, Watch Dogs Legion, and For Gods and Monsters. So basically they're putting their concentration on those 3 games, and they obviously, the lesser extent is the Division and Recon, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which of course are probably not making them much money. Now when I looked at this first, I was like, is it legit, is it not legit? And then I seen it was DA, and I thought, you know what, he's not a liar, he doesn't lie. His content's legit. So I actually looked at the document. I'll show you the document. I'm not going to go through every section of the document, and this is basically their financial report. So I mean, the financials are what it is, right? I'm going to link it in the description below because this is a long document. Basically, the be all and end all is they're kind of losing a bit of money. They're down, okay? Now, I don't know if that's just generally because the whole world is gone crazy and everything that's happening, people are not spending money or whatever it is, but of course they're down slightly on most things, and they've obviously got plans in place to increase, which will be the new games releasing. Now why does this tie into the Division? Well, of course Ubisoft acquired Massive, okay? So Ubisoft actually own Massive Studios, okay? But it's like Massive Studios develop the game, Ubisoft publish it, but they do actually own Massive, and it's part of Ubisoft, okay? In a way. It's very complicated, but it's in a way that's what's happened. So it links in with the Division because the Division making a loss is obviously causing Ubisoft to make a loss. Now, what will they do to be able to get that money back, or be able to even claw some more revenue from this game? Because of course we've paid for Warlords of New York, people have bought season passes. What else could they possibly do? Well, then I've seen this, the maintenance patch notes for today. This was earlier on today. They fixed the general issues, sniper turret not working properly, heroic boss checkpoint not working, etc. And then the little add-on at the end added season 2 level skips for purchase in the in-game store. So it kind of backs up the fact that, look, they're trying to clutch at straws here and get people to spend more money on the game. Now, there has been information that's been released, and apparently Skyscraper is going to be free, which to me, it had to be free. They couldn't charge for Skyscraper, and it was unlikely they was going to, because they were including it in the PTS for TU11, and they never do that with any paid content. Usually what would happen is they would just announce that is coming, the expansion, and then charge people for it. It's never been involved within a PTS. Like, people didn't try Warlords of New York PTS. So we kind of gathered that it was going to be free, and it's kind of been confirmed by somebody that it is going to be free. But we will see when that happens, and it pretty much I'm 99% sure it's going to be free. But it just shows that they are trying to do revenue sources. Now, it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that them making money is bad, okay? However, there's obviously people out there that are not going to spend money. Like, I'm not going to spend any more money on this game until the game's in a position where I feel like I'm getting my original money's worth, because at the end of the day, since I've had the game from launch, there has been bugs and issues within the game. I don't think there's been one particular time where there was not an issue with the game. And some issues are like game-breaking issues, okay? And things that you can't do, missions you couldn't do because you got trapped and stuff like that. So, but I'm not going to get all into that because this is not that video. So then I thought, right, let's do a bit more investigation. What the future holds for Division, like what is going to happen. So I kind of just looked on Massive's website and come across this. So, you know, I was browsing Massive's website thinking, what a beautiful place to work, what an amazing company they are. Can I get a job there? But no, I wasn't really. But however, so I just looked on their job site, because what happened last time with Division 1, when the speculation of Division 2 being made came out, there was a load of jobs put out on the Massive website. So today I thought, well, let me have a look to see if there's that big chunk of jobs. And guess what? There is. And it just says, you know, unannounced title or unannounced project, meaning that the game that they're going to be working on has not been announced, so they can't say it in the job description. And some of the jobs are big jobs, you know, associate game director and associate game director 3Cs. So 3Cs is camera, control, and character, I believe, if I remember rightly. But yeah, so some of these jobs are big, okay? Senior producers and of these this unannounced project. Now, what happened last time when they did this? Division 2 came out, okay? So what we're speculating now is they're working on Division 3. Now, is Division 3 just going to come out, you know, in a year's time or however long? I don't know how long. And are they going to make it, obviously, for PS5, the new Xbox and stuff like that? So, because this one, there was talks about not actually having it compatible with PS5. But we don't know about that yet. They kind of writ something down, then they removed it from the writing or the literature. So people are sort of speculating on that as well now. There's a lot of speculation around the Division right now. Personally, what do I think about the future? I think the Division 2, after Skyscraper, I don't think there's going to be much more added. I don't think there'll be another expansion as it is, you know. I don't think there'll be another paid expansion for sure in Division 2. I think what they'll do is put that time and effort into Division 3 and try and make that better. Now, we've heard it all before, I know. Division 1, we've learned from Division 1 we're going to make Division 2 amazing. And they failed, and they have failed, you know. That's just the way it is. They've made a mess of it. However, are they looking at turning it around? Because look at all those jobs. Surely there's people that do those jobs already, right? Like, whose jobs are those? Or have most of the Division staff gone across to Avatar and etc. to work on something different? But my personal opinion is, does the Division have a future? Yes, it does. Because there's no other game like the Division, right? There's not a game out there similar to the Division. Now, people are saying about Outriders, or they're saying about, you know, Cyberpunk. They're different games. They're nothing like the Division. Outriders, okay, it might look slightly like the Division, but there's no PvP in it. And you can argue the fact that Division 2 PvPs might as well not be there, but generally speaking, you know, there's PvP in Division. There's not in Outriders. It is a looter shooter. I'd say Outriders is kind of Destiny/Division, maybe. I don't know. But you know, it's not the same. So people, will they buy Division 3? Yes, they'll buy Division 3. Will I buy Division 3? Of course I'll buy Division 3, because you live in that hope that the game is going to be good. And unfortunately, at this moment, Division 2 is dying a slow and painful death. It's not dead yet. There's still things that can come, like Skyscraper. That's going to bring back a big chunk of player base. Like, if we're being honest, it's going to bring people back to play the game, especially with the new exotic quest linked to it, you know. Especially if there's new gear sets, brand sets, etc. coming out. People are going to want to get that gear, and they'll come back and return to the game. Now, I want to know, guys, what you think about the Division's future. Do you think it's good? Do you think they're in trouble? You know, are they just going to pull the plug and stop working on it? Or are they just going to keep adding stuff? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this video. Take care, everyone, and I will see you all in the next one. Let's go!